Hi, Chalet. Hi, Bella. Joe doesn't like the new hair. It's not gonna last long. The minute I shower, it comes out. It's not a perm. It's not permanent. Okay. I wouldn't do perms right now, anyways, because you know that they say that that stuff is what causes uterine cancer. Child. Maybe that's why my mom got uterine cancer, huh? Hey, Jermaine. Hi, Adafi. Hey, Heather. Jermaine, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to come. Man, I can't wait. Um, so you guys saw the title. You know, when I do the lives on my phone, I never know if I'm gonna leave them up because I hate the quality of the phone. So the cousin that I was telling you guys about for the past few days has passed away. He was only 41. He was about to be 42 next month, and that's my uncle's son. And I told you guys, time is flying for real. Janet, I did a whole live earlier where I had some little braids in and I took them down, and they were a little bit more wavy than this, and the kids were teasing me. Joe's teasing me. It's okay. It's one day. It's one day. What is dog thing there? Oh, right here. Yeah, so I told you guys that the cousin and I had a falling out in 2016. 27 Ab, are you in the room? 27 Ab helped me double swing on him. And we never made up, and I don't feel anything. You know, like no anger, no bitterness, no sadness, just I feel for the wife and kids. People say, "Oh, life is too short. You have to, get rid of slights and let bygones be bygones." And how am I supposed to feel? You know, I'm sorry for them. Thank you, Chalet or Chalette. Thank you, but I feel more for the wife and children. You know what I mean? And his siblings. This is what I made today for the show. This is macaroni and cheese pie. Oh, if you didn't have cholesterol before this, you're gonna have it now. Okay? I did this for a show. Jada better take these to her little friends. I don't even know how to put this stuff up. I have nothing to put it up in. I don't want to put it up in the pie thing, see? It came out good. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, because I don't take any pleasure in it. Because every time I feel a certain way, that society says you're supposed to feel a certain way, right? And every time I don't feel the way society says you're supposed to feel, I go inwards and I start to question me. Then I start to talk to God about me. Is something wrong with me, God? Am I broken? Because that kid, he was a sweet kid growing up, but he hurt me so deeply that I just can't get past it. I'm like, okay. I told him on a phone call, on a live event, when he was cussing me out, everything, he called me everything but a child of God. And when he was cussing me out, I said, I will sit Shiva for you. And if you're Jewish, you understand what that means. That means till death. And I will sit 9 nights for you. Pray for the repose of your soul. Hi, Carla, darling. No worry, Tahara, you didn't miss nothing. I was just talking the same topic. I have a cousin, my uncle. My uncle passed away in 2002. He was one of my best uncles, besides Uncle Roger, of course. And I still miss him to this day. And he adopted his wife's 3 first children, and he had 2 bio kids with his wife, and one of the bio kids have passed. One of the other kids, the older kids, used to be on my show, but he picked a fight, and well, he didn't even pick a fight. He just pulled away. He pulled away in 2016 because of something he may or may not have done that he knows I know that I'm going to confront him on. And so he pulled away, And I guess he's pulled away from everybody in the family. Because at first we weren't getting no news out of the camp. And then we finally got the news like an hour ago. One of the other brothers. God bless his soul. The other brother that told me. I said, I'm thankful that you told me. Because I want to know. You know, I want to know. And then he says, we're family. You know, we're not ever not going to be family. You know? And you need to know. And he says, you're my only contact to the rest of my father's side of the family. My uncle adopted him and his two other brothers, right? And he goes, tell the family for me. And that's exactly what I did. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you guys understand me, because I don't want to appear to be a witch or a bitch or a cold-hearted person, but I can't feel something that I don't feel. That means that I would have to pretend to feel any kind of sympathy or empathy. I do feel for his wife and kids because they didn't do nothing to me. And that's hard to lose a parent when you're a young teenager. I think the kids are teenagers. I don't even know the kids. I don't even know if I met the kids. Thank you, Susie Ann. Thank you. Because because my kids are done. My kids are like, so what? We don't care. You know, that's how they are. Because they saw this. The public display that he did was only the one public display. What he did behind the scenes was just so horrid all the time that my kids and the family got tired of it, you know? So what 27 Ave, when he helped me fight that battle publicly, that was just a private thing that spilled over publicly. What was going on privately behind the scenes was not good, you know? And if you treat people like shit, when you die, nobody's gonna care. You know, a lot of people say, well, you know, what if it's your turn? And then you want people to, well, I'll be dead. What would I care? You know what I mean? I'll be dead. So, like I said, feel for the wife and the kids. They have a GoFundMe. They're up to $5,000 or $15,000. They're probably going to need that whole $15,000 to bury him, because I'm sure he has no insurance. And I hope they get more so that they can do what needs to be done. If not, he's going to have to be cremated. And Belizeans don't like to be Hyascaridon. Belizeans don't like to be cremated, but they don't want to leave no money for their burial either. That's how that works, right? Don't cremate me. Send my body home to Belize. Why don't you bury me up at the lagoon? You know? Bury me on grandma's property by walk and don't walk. But they don't leave you no money for that. That's like $9,000, $10,000. Oh, crap. It's doing that, Jared. I'm sorry. Every time I go on this stupid phone, Bella says it's when the battery low. Let's go plug it in. Hold on. Hold on, okay, I'm going to take you over there. Bella says she thinks the phone crackles when the battery low. Hold on. Or let me go get the wire. Hold on. I'll get the wire there. I don't have no light on over there in the living room that's going to be bright enough for y'all to see me and my crazy hair. So let's plug in. Oh, thank God Joe had fixed that thing. Tell me if the crackling went away, guys. Tell me if the crackling went away. We'll see if Bella's theory is correct. I hope it is. Because next thing you know, I'll have a GoFundMe for a phone. Oh, poor Bella was over there trying to see how I could get my gas bill paid. I trust God. I trust God. He will not leave me nor forsake me. And he hasn't brought me this far. Jermaine, is it you that told me this phrase? God has not brought me this far just to bring me this far. Did I learn that from you, Jermaine? Why do I think I learned that from Jermaine? God did not bring me this far just to bring me this far. I have a whole cooking show and can't afford the gas. I have to start cooking on an electric stove But this show is called The Bear Pantry Show, and it's made to teach y'all what to do when you ain't got nothing. I don't like when they do barbecue because I'm up late cleaning up all the crap. You don't remember us talking about it? So who the hell told me it? I know it was a guy. It goes, God did not bring me this far just to bring me this far. Ooh, ooh, this thing weak. Mm-hmm. So I think the family is kind of shocked. The family is kind of rocked. You know, the connection that we have to Uncle Les' side of the family is through me, because my aunts and them are not connected to the rest of the family. You know, I'm the one that's connected to the family. So, yeah, they're kind of shocked, you know, because they keep thinking of him as a little boy. They're like, that little boy? It's just kind of chilly, but not super duper chilly. This is what I'm using to cook on right now, guys. This stove is Tramontina. It came with its own pot, and then any kind of stainless steel pot or cast iron skillet will work on it. So this is what we're using to cook on right now, because we're only going to bake in this oven. And if we can bake in the toaster oven, that's what we'll do, because F the gas company and their crooked ass self. They're crooked. They're going to come and make all the commodities run out and then say they don't have enough to give you, and then pretty much charge you 5 times the amount that they're supposed to charge you. What's this doing here? Don't know what that's for. It's still crackling? Janet says it's better now. Okay, so Bella, you were correct. Bella, you were correct when you said when the battery's running low, the phone will crackle. I need a new iPhone. Anybody has an iPhone that they're getting rid of that's not a 10? Clean it off and send it for me. I don't want to go buy a new phone. I don't want to start making 36 monthly payments. Oh, God, that would just send me into an early grave. No. But let's talk about this young man's passing, though. So they said he had an aneurysm and a stroke. And he was in the shower when this happened to him. Now, as far as I know, an aneurysm, only when I talk, well, that's when we need for it not to crackle. When I talk. So I might not leave this one up then. So this aneurysm, as far as I know, is, Jermaine, correct me if I'm wrong. We have a resident nurse in the room. The way I understand an aneurysm, Jermaine, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a malformation somewhere in the brain, or it could be in the heart or the stomach too, right? And blood will pool into that little malformation at some point in your life, or not. Sometimes it don't. But if that happens, it can burst and then you're gone, right? Now, you can have just random blood clots that will travel from another part of your body to your brain and then burst the same way and give you a stroke, right? Am I correct so far, Jermaine? Is an aneurysm one thing, and a blood clot bursting to give you a brain bleed just another separate thing? Because at first I'm like, was it an aneurysm? Because I know that's like genetic, right? But then I'm thinking about it. His grandmother, which is his mom's mom, died when his mom was only 15 from an aneurysm. So I kind of wonder if it was that and if it's genetic. You know what I mean? Yes and yes. Okay. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking maybe it was an aneurysm and not just a blood clot that traveled from somewhere, and hit him in the brain. Regardless, the only reason I wonder about that is because then his siblings need to be checked, right? Because it's from the mom's side. My grandmother, which is his grandmother too, she had a couple of strokes You know, she had her first stroke when I was born, another one when I was 12, I think, another one when I was 20, and that's when she passed. And you know, I guess he has it on both sides. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what happened to him. 41 has, I think he has an older daughter that might already be over 18, and then these ones are like probably 15, 16. Maybe the boy looks like 12. The hot shower. Oh, Bella, maybe, huh? Hi, Bessie. See, we have our resident prayer warrior in here, probably Nisa in here too. Is like, I don't like to be fake. You know, I see people I see people treat people meaner than a junkyard dog. And then when something like this happen, then everybody's like, "Kumbaya, my Lord, come by here," and they hug, kiss, kiss. Let's make amends, and we're not gonna do this anymore to each other because nothing is better than family. Okay, we're blood. Blood is thicker than water, and what I want to say is, water tastes better, right? And it's like, no, don't hug me, don't kiss me, don't come near me after you've treated me like a dog for years. And because mommy died, auntie died, this one died, that one died, all of a sudden we got to be friends and be family. No, I don't want to be family. Sometimes I want to choose my own family, like the ones I've chosen here. You know what I mean? It's like, and I told you guys that I'm prepared to come back and feel different when it finally occurs. Because I didn't feel anything at all. I felt indifference. Thank you, Bestie. To the wife and to the children, I do feel sympathy for them. Thank you, Oscar. Pray for the wife and the children. The wife's name is Sarah. I don't know the children's name. So that's who I'm praying for, the wife and the children. Because the wife is cool. The wife's a very easygoing person. I don't really know anything about the kids except the fact that they're into sports and they're good at it. That's all I know about the kids. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I just came in here to like finish up putting away the food and stuff, and then I'm just gonna go like into my little seat area in the living room and continue editing. I got a bunch of stuff. I have to stop recording now. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll record a whole lot of stuff and then I can't keep up with the editing. And so then I have to stop recording so that I can just edit because I might lose the footage off my camera if I keep recording. You know what I mean? Today, what does Ascari say? I forgo the chance to travel with friends to San Diego, and honestly, I feel bad for not going, but I feel like I was stuck in a mixed bag because my parents weren't here, but also anything. Don't ever second guess yourself, Ascari. If you didn't go, there's a reason why you didn't go. Just figure what you avoided. You know what I mean? Thank you, Bella, for saying that. Bella says, my feelings are understandable. They wanted on the Amtrak. No. I ain't get no damn covert. No, Ascari, don't second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself. When Jada told me Thursday night she didn't want to go work at the drag club that night, and she always wants to go, always happy to go, but she didn't feel like going that night. I'm like, don't go. Don't go. Stay home. Don't go. Stay home. Because, you know, they always try to attack those clubs. You know what I mean? She stayed home and she was happier for it. So Jada's been having a little bit of trouble when she's been going to the dentist, to where whatever they're giving her to numb the gum is really having some side effects on her. And so when she goes back, she's going to have to ask them what they're giving her, because, you know, they don't ask stuff like that. Mia asks everything. Show me the needle. What's that? Okay, I can't have that. You need to go back into the drawer and get me some Citalest Forte, because that's all I could have. I can't have no lidocaine, Polocaine, Novocaine, all them canes. All right? No. Go back and get me what I can have, because out of the deficiency that I have, when they tested me, Joshua and Jory, the the lowest you can get is 3.0. The highest you can get is 8.0. And Joshua got like 3.2. Jory got like 3.8. And I got 1.7. So I'm deficient of the enzyme that they were testing for. Jada, they did a different test for her because she didn't test at the same time we did because she was not born yet. Joseph, Jose, you got the headphone on. He's singing. Hold on. Baby boy, I'm live and you're singing loud. I'm live and you're singing loud. He looked at me like, what? So by the time Jada was born, they did a different test on her. And her score should have been 84 to 93, I think, was the range. And she got 83.9. They said they were going to wait for her to get older and they were going to give her the test we took. But that never happened. So we don't know if Jada has the same deficiency like I do. But Jada has never had reactions to the medications like I do. My uncle's son, Nisa, my cousin, 41 years old. Thanks, Christine, darling. We are asking for sympathy for the wife and kids because we're good over here. We're to the point of just indifferent. You know, we're not happy about it, but we're not broken up either. We're just like, oh, wow, okay. Okay, so he's gone, you know? So, yeah, we don't know. I don't know that we would classify Jada. Jermaine, I can send you a picture of that test that they gave Jada when I get off the phone. I'll text it to you so you can see that test. The test that they did for me, Joshua, and Jory was a Dibucane resistant test. This same uncle, that's the dad to this young man that passed, he was the one that researched my deficiency for me so that I could take the information to the doctors and they could know what test to give me. They didn't even know what freaking test to do to chart this thing, right? So Jada has never had bad reactions to any drugs. Like me and Joshua, we have bad reaction to Benadryl. We have bad reaction. And when I say bad reaction, I'm not talking about like hives, like allergy reaction. We have where we, like for me, breathing issues. For Joshua, he got like, not catatonic, dystonic? Is that a word, Jermaine? Dystonia? He got like dystonia. What the hell? Why is this falling off here? He got like dystonia. So Joshua has always had the same reaction to the same drugs that I have issues with. Jada, on the other hand, has never had any trouble at all. Now, all of a sudden, she keep going to the dentist to finish up the work. She come back, the thing can't wear off. She can't stay awake. She's throwing up. She's sick, you know, for the first day. And then after that, she's good again. So we got to find out what they're giving her and let them know they can't give her that. Thank you, Bella. See, Bella said people should be more mindful of how they treat people. This kid, I'm gonna call him a kid because to me he's a kid. You know, he was a really sweet kid when he was younger. Dystonia, yeah. Joshua had that when he was younger. I'm not gonna tell you what drug publicly because then people want to kidnap him and give it to him. I'll tell you privately. Yeah, he was a sweet kid. You know, I don't paint nobody with one brush to say that person was all bad. I always try to tell you about the different people in my life, the good parts and the bad parts. As a kid growing up, he was a sweet, handsome little kid. He was very outgoing, very funny, great sense of humor. I met him when he was like 5 years old when they were moving through from Alaska and I had just gotten married to Joe. We used to go there all the time to Killeen, Texas, because that's where they moved to spend time with them. He had fun with us. We went to what's that place called in San Antonio? Riverwalk. He rode in the car with us. He had us rolling with laughter the whole time. And I would say he was a sweet kid until he became like late teens. And then he just had a lot of rage in him. Right, Joe? Wouldn't you say Timmy was a sweet kid till he got into his late teens? He just had developed a lot of rage. became very rude with his mouth, you know, saying hurtful things. And not just to me, to his mom, to his dad, to everybody. You know, they sent him to Belize to try to let the old people straighten him out, and they sent his ass right back. It's like, right? Yeah. And you know what? I could be wrong, Bella. I think had he survived, he still would have probably been the same way. I could be wrong. When he did something wrong the first time that I walked away from him on, he didn't do the wrong thing to me. He did it to his wife, and I couldn't get past it. I'm not going to say what it is publicly. And his mom begged me to forgive him because the wife had forgiven him after a long time. And the mom begged me to just like try to get past it. She knew he was wrong, but she wanted to keep the family unit together. You know, the mom is a white American, married, and she was married to my uncle. And it took me a while, but I would say that I forgave him, but I couldn't forget what he did, and he didn't even do it to me. You know what I mean? So then he went into school for different things. He was very smart, went into school for different things. Like I said, he would do things that I just shake my hand and my finger to. There was a time when he was a truck driver, and one of his older brothers was riding with him on the truck, and he was in some backwoods area with snow and cold and desert, you know, no place in sight. And his brother pissed him off. So in his rage, he left his brother in the road and drove off in the cold. So then somebody had to pick him up, take him to a rest stop, and he made a few phone calls trying to get help. And my cousin's boss found out what he did because he worked for a big trucking company, and they damn near fired him for that. They're like, first of all, your brother shouldn't have been on the truck. We didn't give permission for that. But granted, he was on the truck, then you should have had him under protection, not leave him out there. Because what happened was when the brother got to the truck stop or whatever, he was in a rage, so he broke up the truck stop or some shit like that. I don't remember what the hell happened. The brother, he not right either. I'm like, who does stuff like that? These are some of the things I can't forget. You know what I mean? So when he cussed me out in 2016, it was over politics that I wasn't even talking to him about. Some other post on Facebook where he had to chime in. I'm like, just shut up. You know, I was like, to me, I was like scolding him like a kid, just shut up. Go away. Just shut up. You've been indoctrinated. And so then he called in one of my live events when I was on the camera and I had the phone, and he started to cuss me out. 27 Ave was in the room then. 27 Ave is always in the room when people attack me. He fights for me. And so I was like, no. So I cussed his ass out. And that's the last conversation we have. And I don't have any regrets about that. It's a two-way street. Hi, Gigi. Thank you, Carla. It's for his family. That's what we're even talking about it. Because different family members are like, well, why does it even matter? Nobody got along with him. Why does it matter? Because he had a wife and kids and they loved him and they were decent people. They are. They are decent people, you know? So I don't know if he had lived longer, maybe he would have changed. All the stuff his brother wrote in that GoFundMe, I'm like, what? You guys hated each other. When did you guys start getting along? What? You don't look up to nobody, but you look up to him. What? See, I can't fall for the okie doke. I can't. I can't. When I see people writing, that's why when it comes to funerals, we like the book because we read all the bullshit people write in the book. Like, this is a lie. He had 50 Lemteen kids with 50 Lemteen women. And what? He didn't mind none of these kids. What the hell? No. Jenny is Gigi. Amaret, thank you. Nobody else likes it in here. In the room, people like it. But then people over here, they don't like it. It's going to go away tonight when I wash my hair. I put little braids in and I let them out in one of the other live events. Yeah. This is the kind of hair my grandma had. See how the hair look right here? Kind of wavy and thick. This is exactly the kind of hair my grandma had, my mom's mom. So don't let me write your eulogy, especially if you're doing stupid shit. Because I'm going to tell the truth. My father might think this twice. Don't let me write your eulogy. It's not going to be good. I will write the truth. The good, the bad, and the ugly. My sister keeps telling me I need to make a template on how to write eulogies. Because nobody knows how to write them. You know what I mean? I know. Okay, but there are people up in here. They laugh at me. Jada laughed at me. Joshua laughed at me. They say I look like a young thug. Did Myrna make it back in the room? Not bad Myrna, but good Myrna. Did good Myrna make it back in the room? See? This is one of her earrings. I be wearing my stuff. One time I permed my hair years ago because I'm the only one in the family with straight hair. So one time I permed my hair and it was worse than this. It was like a poodle. I'll find the picture and post it somewhere. It was ugly. Child, it was ugly. And I was stuck with that for months till it came out, right? Till it grew out. Because I didn't go back and relax it. Ascari, if it's too much for you to take a trip, don't do it. Don't do it. You have to be comfortable with these trips. Not only is it dangerous, physically when you're traveling, but there's COVID out there still. You know what I mean? So don't worry. I don't ever second guess my moves. When I make a decision to not to go to a party or not to go to LA because I wanted to go that one day, but something came up and I couldn't go, I don't regret it because I don't know what I just avoided, what God protected me from, I found a picture from 2013 where this thing wasn't as dark. It was very light. So it took a while to grow on my damn face. I see people go and put tattoo to put something like that on their face. I'm like, why? I want that to come off. Yeah. Ascari, I think you're very wise. I think you second guess yourself, but I don't think you've been making wrong decisions at all. Ascari is my little buddy. When there's elections, me and Ascari stay up all night and boost each other up and just build each other up. Because we stress out, you know what I mean? Because it's important. These things are important. One party wants to do away with Social Security and Medi-Cal and all social programs. Another party, wants to try to keep those in. To me, it's cut and dry. I don't care nothing about abortion. If you don't want to have an abortion, you don't have to have one. Nobody's ever forcing you to have one. But leave other women alone. Let them do what they want to do. That's how I look at it. Just because I believe in God, don't mean you have to believe in God. And you can still be my friend. I just won't bring up God to you. And we're going to still have fun. It does make it look fuller. Gigi says I have a glow. It's just this lighting here, girl. This phone is trash. This is an iPhone 10 XS, but I promise you it's not acting right. We were on the bike trail today and Jory called. I couldn't answer it. When I finally got it to slide to answer it, I couldn't get back Jory. There was no connection at all. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this phone? I can't believe that my cousin passed on my brother's birthday. I put in the description, what is the meaning of the number 18? Because in my family, my grandparents loved the number 18 for lottery, but they could never win with it. It was a very unlucky number. It hardly ever played in the lottery in Belize. And so some of the family members hate that number. But then my mom likes the number. Well, my mom's gone, so my mom liked the number. And my younger brother was born on February 18th. My son Joshua was born on June 18th. And now our cousin died on February 18th. And so everybody's like, oh my God, 18. I mean, 1 and 8 makes 9. 9's a good number. So I don't know what it means. I didn't drink enough water today. We went on the bike ride today too. I'll go sit down and drink a bunch of water, then be up all night using the bathroom. The dog is acting better right now. So whoever is praying for the dog, Cora, thank you. Your prayers are getting through to heaven because She's acting like the way she normally acts ever since the afternoon, early afternoon. She's coming in and out the house. She is sitting with the family and trying to beg for food. And instead of going off into a corner by the fence, like, I'm getting ready to die, let me go over here and be by myself. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I'm like, what you hiding behind the house for? What you up to? What you going around there to lay down when we're back here? No. You guys keep the prayers going. The dog acting better. So I told you guys, hi 27 Ave. You saw the title. You know what's happening, right? The price of meat is going down. The price of egg is going up. And the price of gas is too high for me to cook on my stove. The stove is going to become a paperweight soon because I ain't cooking on this shit right here. We're going with the electric stove. Really, Ascari? Was he in a car or walking? 27 Ave, you saw the title, right? The boy died. Okay? The cousin, the one that you helped me fight. He passed away today. A little while ago, about an hour ago. So we're just talking about how I feel and how I don't feel. And we're just basically sending love to the wife and the children. From here, because I'm not reaching out to nobody. From here. The electricity right now is not screwing us over. You know what I mean? They're charging us a cheaper rate because it's winter. And so the gas company is charging us 4 times what the rate is. And so my gas bill went from $120, which is the norm, to $500. And the next bill going to be probably $500. So for right now, we're just going to cook on a little electric stove until the gas, they change it. They'll change it when spring starts. Spring starts like the ending of March, I think, right? The 20-something of March. But they'll take it to the end of March. They will get every day they can get out of it. Probably April 1st, the rate's going to change. Thank you, some Chica. I was talking about, the feud that I had going with his cousin and how I still don't feel no type of way, but I feel for his wife and kids. He was wrong. He was wrong not just that time, 27 Ave. He was Joe. This man had this thing on his ears though. Come guys. Come on, babies. Come on. Both of them wanted to go out, so you know they're gonna go do some kind of. Yeah, he was wrong many times privately, 27 Ave, and that just spilled over into the public. He was wrong many times. I mean, there's not one person that I called that didn't say, oh, okay. It's not just me. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. We don't take any pleasure in anybody passing away, but it's like, okay, how are we supposed to feel again now? He had a massive stroke the day that I texted you, or the day that I called you. I called you. I think you were at work. He had a massive stroke, probably an aneurysm, and he never woke up. The minute he went in there, they said he might not make it through the night. After that, we weren't getting any information because somebody, I think it's the one cousin that used to be on my show, said to the wife, don't tell them nothing over there. Meaning his sister, his brother, us. But the brother said, we are family and you're supposed to know what the hell's going on. If his mom was alive, his mom would beat his ass for that. Okay? Put some natural remedies in Cora's drinking water. Okay? I'll do that. Yeah, they said he was in the shower. According to the GoFundMe, 27 Ave, according to the GoFundMe popped up on my page through somebody else that I have connected to them, right? Because they all block me. I like how people pick fight with me and I stand up for myself and they block me. But you don't have to block me because I'm not checking for you. So the thing popped up and I read the whole story and they said he was in the shower. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Some Kalichik. So you understand. I'm not going to be fake and tell you, oh my God, I feel the pain. I'm crying. I'm weeping. Pobrecito. That's not how I feel. I feel just numb. Kind of like, okay, I kind of remember him being a nice kid up until he was like maybe 19. And then after that, it's like too much water under the bridge. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of people in my life that treats me like this. What Dr. Phil said, you teach people how to treat you. So that's why I've changed and I'm not tolerating that. But there's quite a few people that have gone on like him, Joe's nephew. In 2009, when he cussed us out over nothing, he threatened our lives then too. He threatened Joe's life in writing the other day. I won't feel anything when his time comes. Right? Thank you, Bella. Bella said, it is what it is. The wife is native, you know. I think she's an Inuit. And they help their own. They get free medical, don't they? I like when the brother wrote, he was a hardworking man that provided for his family, but it didn't leave much for the luxury of insurance. I said, the luxury of insurance? I think in almost every state you have to buy insurance or you get a fine when you do your taxes. That's medical insurance. And then life insurance is something everybody should be buying, especially when you're young. Buy it now when you're young. They really do. They really do, Bessie. And I don't want to put solar on my house because solar is more expensive than what I'm paying in my light bill, believe it or not. And then you're trapped with that solar for 20 years. Then if you have to fix your roof, oh God, no. Wait. When I could get the solar for free, then I'll do it then. I'm so glad that you guys understand though. Because I would have stayed quiet. I wouldn't have told you guys anything. I would have stayed quiet about it. And the few people that know me behind the scenes, I would have shared the news with them. But I decided to share it publicly because if you're listening to me, you know, if you're in the bushes and you're listening and you have that one family member that's really, really god awful to you and to everybody else, and you just can't stand that person, you don't hate them, but they cause you such anxiety and strife and they mess with your mind and you feel happier when you're not near them. Don't feel obligated because they're blood. Don't. I have a lot of blood where I don't feel any obligation to them. Move on. And there's a lot of people in my life that has wronged me really, really bad publicly. They like to do it public because I do a public show. So they like to do it publicly on my Facebook or whatever. I block all of them off my Facebook, right? They come back into my life when they're sick. I was telling a friend yesterday, they come close to the fire because they know I will not speak death. No matter how much I don't get along with you, I'm not going to speak death. I did tell him I would sit Shiva for him. I didn't tell him to drop dead, but I said I will sit Shiva for you. 27 of you remember I said that. When he was cussing me out on the phone, I said that. That's a Jewish terminology. It's like, no, you don't have to stay around that. Even if it's your ma, your pa, your siblings, your granny them, auntie them, and they always treat you bad, why you want to stay there and take abuse? You like abuse? I constantly tell people I don't like abuse. I don't like verbal abuse. I don't like nobody to scold me, lecture me. Me don't like none of that. No. For real though, for real. And even if you can find the thing to forgive, because you know the Bible says forgive, and you want people to forgive you, right? So even if you find it in your heart to forgive, don't ever forget. Because they will come back and treat you the same way again. I'll never forget when my uncle was sick and getting chemo. He got over there and rough up my uncle, his own dad. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, no. You guys are listening to me. You don't have to put up with it. You see how my father treat me right now? One of these days, he gonna come back. I hope God give him long life that he can come back. I don't matter to him. You know what I mean? Oh, Bella, we understand what you mean, babes. We understand what you mean. It is what it is. Stop doing mean things to people. Then when you get sick or die, people are going to be there for you and your family, right? And there's some little fly flying around here, like a little fruit fly. Where the hell that come from? And I showed you guys earlier what I made today for the show. Carla, you still in the room? Mm-hmm. Don't forget what people did. You don't have to stay there and harp on it all day. But just remember. Oh man, I gotta watch this person. What? Something is over here. What? Okay. It's over there. No. So it's over there. I still had to clean up over there. My kids are worse than me. Because they're like, oh, okay. And they went right back to their TV show. It was pretty good. It's not good for you now. But it was, I have hot links in there. And mac and cheese, it had cayenne, all type of stuff, and a lot of cheese on the top that got crusty when it was baking. But child, I made the pie crust from scratch. It was really good. I ate a little piece because you know that cheese gonna do me bad. I ate like a little sliver, a thin little piece. So I still feel good. I don't think it did anything to my intestines. Macaroni pie, I guess that's what it's called. I got it from that show, Tasty, but I did it my own way. They put different seasonings than I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I really feel for the kids because I saw a picture of the kids right now and they're teenagers, like 14, 15, 16. And I think one of them he did a lot of sports with because she's really talented in sports or whatever. And she was going, well, she's still alive, so she could still go places. You know, she really looked like she was going places. And that's gonna be hard for them. Not probably, but is gonna be hard for them. That's their dad. You know what I mean? They might know a different person. Okay, thank you, Nisa, darling. Thank you. See, Nisa's telling me that, you know, we can feel apathy for the wife and the kids. You know what I mean? Because he's cocky. 27 Ave, he's cocky. He's not stupid. He's a bright kid. He's always been a bright kid. And every career that he's tried, he's, you know, been successful at it. But he's hasty. He's cocky. He flies off the handle at the slightest little slight. And then later on, he's the kind of person that will fly off the handle, cuss you out like he did with me, and then come back and go, Mumsy, I'm so sorry, my dad would be embarrassed for the way I treated you, and I lost my respect, and, please, please, please forgive me, Bobs. So that's what he would do. But he didn't do that in 2016 because he was fully indoctrinated into this MAGA bullshit. Don't even know what he's standing up for. Guns. He's one of them. Oh, shoot my gun at the balloon. He's one of them people. Yeah. 27 I've called his ass. It cost him out. And we talked earlier about mental health. Seriously, if you're having trouble, there's numbers to call. There's numbers to text. Don't, suffer alone. Your family sometimes can't help you out of the dire thing that you're in. They might not know what to say, what to do. I don't know what to say, what to do. So all I'm saying is get help. Because I know if I'm starting to see a slippery slope with me, child, I'm dashing over to Kaiser. Let me see the psychologist. I need to sit down and talk to somebody. Because all of us have been through stuff. You know what I mean? Our parents didn't come with a manual on how to raise us. We didn't get a manual on how to raise our kids. We try in the same way. I'm sure we did some things wrong along the way. And then they can correct it. And they correct it and get better and better and better, right? So all of us have baggage that are triggered from parents, especially if you're Caribbean. Child. Because all the Caribbean parents are never wrong. They never apologize. They're never wrong. And you better suck it up. And why you being like these damn Americans? That's an American shit. Being all sensitive and shit. That's how they treat you. So there's nobody to talk to. Mm-hmm. So I'm praying for his siblings too, because he was estranged from a couple of his siblings, and they're probably feeling the same way I'm feeling. 27 Ave know it's true. Carla know it's true. If Miss Lucky in here, she know it's true. Bella know it's true. They are never wrong. Caribbean parents are never wrong. I'm not like that though. I'll tell my kids when I'm wrong. I'll apologize. And even if I snap at them because of something they're doing, I snap at them 1 minute and the next minute I'm like, okay, so blah, 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 blah. Talk to them like normal. They can tell you that. They're like, yeah, mommy don't hold no grudge with us. That's it. That's it. Come on and get some food. Then just cough you in your head, right? Come on and get some food. So let's get off of this topic for a little while and let me tell you a story that I was watching on Facebook. So you know that man, that Belize man on Facebook from Ladyville Highlights that get donation from people to help other people, right? So he was helping this couple, this blind guy, I forget his name, and the wife named Betty. The guy named something with an E, Emil or something like that. So anyways, a lot of people were helping them. They live like in a rundown shit. That thing looked like my dog house. So they look better than where they live in now, okay? And so, and that's the dog house Joe built for the dog that looks like a palace, and that looked better than what they were living in. So people send money, they help, they fix up the house. The place looks nice. The bed have sheets now, whatever. The guy got drunk one night, and be careful of drunk people because they will tell you stuff that they really want to tell you when they're sober and then act under the guise of, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing, you know? So that guy gone off and start to go on indecent and cuss out the guy, the one that's doing the help, and cuss out everybody and throw things and tell off his wife and start to cuss about some minister. A minister is a politician in Belize. Some minister from the opposite party was trying to help him and he said, I don't want he help, yada yada, I don't belong to his party. Burn the bridge down while he was on it. So the guy that does the help had brought that story out saying, we're not going to help him no more. F this noise. So it's been a year since they first met this guy. I don't remember how long it's been since they stopped helping him. I want to say 6 months. So they went back to see him and the wife, and the poor wife looked tired to me. She looked vacant in her eyes. I would be tired too. Honestly, if my daughter was that girl, I would cuff her in her head. I would say, why you want him? Why you want him though? Why him? He's young and he come with all kind of defects already. Move on to somebody that you don't have to mind. Now, I'd be that very friggin' blunt about it. So on top of that, he treat the gal bad, right? So he's telling the man, he is apologizing to the man for what he did because he was out of order, right? I think Carla had seen that video. And I don't know why I feel like his apology is not sincere. I think he's trying to make it sincere, but I think the goal is to get the help back again because they need the help. So anyways, he was saying that the girl can't work. Why the hell would I want to be with somebody like this where I can't work because I have to mind him and there's nobody to mind us? I don't understand this, right? The gal can't work because the gal have to mind him. The gal can't even go to church, the wife, because when she go to church and come back, he's now having kidney problems, which a lot of young people in Belize are having now because of diabetes, right? So he pees on his pants and then she's like, did you wet yourself? And then he's like, no. So she'll pull the sheets and feel his front of his pants. This is the story she's telling. And she will feel it wet and she'll go, you're wet. I'm sure she says it in anger and in haste sometimes because I would get pissed sometimes too, right? And he's like, no, I'm not. And they have a big fight over that. And so she has to change him and clean him up and all. He can't do nothing for himself. He can't even wipe his own ass. Why can't he wipe his own butt? She could supervise, right? He's not invalid, he's blind. So anyways, he said, because the man asked the wife, do you get angry at him sometimes and just like really snap at him? And she goes, yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I try not to, but sometimes I do. And then he tells a story how she took a can of condensed milk and stoned it at him and hit him in the head. Then he had a big bump. So he called the police on her. And they had to come and tell her, you sleep on the couch, you sleep on the bed. They didn't let nobody travel. Like in America, one has to travel when there's domestic disturbance, right? But I'm thinking about that can of condensed milk, right? And I know how Carla, come in and join. She could have killed that dude. And she could have been up for manslaughter. Them two people need to split up. I'm sorry. You need to go somewhere where you could get a caregiver paid for you and let that person take care of you and help you be independent. And that girl, the girl pretty, the girl need to move the hell on and find you a life. Not even find you a man. Find you. Find you. Find work. Get independent. Child, no. I could see if you're already with the person and the person gets sick. But you get with this person when you're already sick. Damn, no. And don't want to do nothing about it. Ali could talk about the many times he was in the hospital because kidney is shut down. I'm in a little bit of kidney failure. There's no such thing as a little bit of kidney failure. Kidney failure is kidney failure. So, child, I was watching the whole, I think that thing was about 35 minutes long. I kept stopping and starting, and Joe said, what the hell are you watching over there? I'm like, this boy, because the boy don't shut up. I'm like, he's not sorry. He's sorry that he lost all that money. So no, the guy's helping another girl, a pretty young girl. Oh God, if I wasn't on the phone, I would show you what she looks like. You guys pray for her. I don't know her, of course. Her name is Roxana. Pretty young girl. She has some kids. I don't know, 2 or 3 kids. And her gut is out to here. She looks like she's 10 months pregnant with 5 tumors inside of her. So 2 sisters from America, from California, I think, they did a GoFundMe. They raised, I want to say $1,200 thereabouts. And they sent it to the guy who's doing all the help for them to pay for her to go to Guatemala, where I guess there's surgeons over there. And I pray to God they were going to take these tumors out. Praying for Roxana. Don't even know these people, but I get embroiled in these storylines sometimes. You guys, like the live. If it's not too crackly, I'll leave it up. If it's too crackly, I'll take it down. See the dog acting normal again. What was wrong with this dog? I don't like the winds. The winds are crazy. The winds come with spirit in it or something. I know, you don't have to hide from us. We're not the beef sector. You can say hi. You can let us know you're watching. We're not the beef sector. We don't bite all the time. We bite sometimes. What did I put? I'm not fake. I'm having fun with these titles. Every time I go live, I'm thinking of a title to put to make it funny or to make it tell how I'm feeling. I'm not fake. I'm not fake. I've been praying. I've been praying for my cousin's family. You know what I mean? That's a friend calling. You guys can still hear me? That's a friend calling, but I can't get that phone right now. He's messing up my life. Messing up my life. Anyways, I think I'm going to go find a container to put this pie in. Wash my pie dish. I'm going to do like my mom's aunt used to do. She said, I'm shutting up this kitchen. There's no door on the kitchen, right? But she said, I'm shutting up this kitchen. Don't come back in here and make no damn mess. The thing for Facebook, the Reels, is supposed to start over again on the 20th. So that's why I'm slowly putting Reels right now, because those don't count towards the challenges. They count towards the views, but not towards the challenges. The shorts, I've made like 75 cents on the shorts. I think the people who are going to make money on the shorts are the ones that are getting millions of views. I don't get millions of views at YouTube, but at least the shorts bring new subscribers in. You know what I mean? Kitchen clothes. Right? Right. But that's a double-edged sword though, Jermaine, because sometimes I'm in the beef sector, in the middle of some beef. all night just watching, fall asleep, wake up, rewind, go back, watch. Sometimes they're in 5 hour lives, and I fall asleep, wake up, so and I don't want them to know I'm in it. So it's a double-edged sword. Hi, Winbin, all the way from Australia. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for saying hi, Winbin. Yeah, this kitchen don't have no door, but we're gonna close this kitchen up. Anybody come in here make a mess after I done do all this stuff, they gotta wash their stuff, because Jada will come back in and like eat a whole meal and mess it up. Yeah, sometimes especially when I'm in the beef sector and they going off cussing each other out, right? Child, I don't want nobody to know the bear trying to show up in that. So if they're gonna tell that you're in there, I'll go under my fake names, one of my many fake YouTube names. I got a bunch of them. I got a bunch of them. I have one name. I think I have one name. Morwena. No, I don't. I should make one with that name though. I have Bob's Bear Talk, Bear Pantry Talk, Bear Pantry Show, MacGrin 66, Joe's, Jada's. Shit, I think I have a couple more that I don't even remember the names of it. Miss Bear Pantry. But all those, they're gonna know who I am though. It always goes back to who I am. I'm gonna send you a picture, okay, Bessie, so you can lay hands on the picture and we can send healing that young lady's way. I don't know her. I just saw the story and it really touched me. You guys ready to come back in? You ready? Wednesday, Grace. Yes, our dogs have middle names. Our dogs are very British. They have middle names. Some Belizeans have 3 names for their Christian name. Like some of my cousins have 3 names. I only have 2 Christian names, but our dogs have 2 names. Ah, Bessie's a little bit behind. Yeah, my friend called. I have to call him back. Yeah. Will you guys be praying for not just my cousin's wife and his children, but for the siblings? You know, he has a sister and 3 brothers left, and I'm sure it's affecting them. That's their sibling. You know what I mean? So we're praying for them too, and any of the little nieces and nephews, anybody that's affected. Either way, we're praying for them. Yeah, we're praying that. I'm gonna send you a picture too, Carla, so you can see what that young lady looked like. So that's what's going on. I thought he was gonna make it to the 20th because his birthday is March 20th, so I figured he would pick the same date, but he left on the 18th. Well, maybe he's seeing his mom and his dad. You know, we don't know if he was with the Lord in his life because I haven't spoken to him in 7 years. So he could have been with the Lord. I don't ever judge people and say, oh my God, maybe they didn't make it. I always figure they made it. I always figure they made it. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go finish up here, go edit some shorts, some reels. The reels program will start over on the 20th, which is Monday night at midnight. It'll start over. So I still want to put like 2 more so Facebook can see that I'm putting reels, because if I don't put any, they might not invite me back to the program, and I need that money. Y'all know I need that money to pay the gas bill. I'm still on this gas bill. Oh boy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably do another live tomorrow, but that time from the good camera, okay? Because I see this thing falling down too. All right, my loves. This thing is weak. Good night, everybody. Ascari, remember, don't let nobody force you into doing things you don't want to do. Oh, shit, why did I touch that? Thank you guys for the prayers for my cousin's family. We're good over here. We're praying for Jory's dog, for her to keep acting normal like now. See, she's normally in and out, right? And also we're praying for that young lady, Roxana. Okay? Thanks for saying hi, Winbin. Come in again, okay? Sometimes we do lives in the middle of the day, like 11 o'clock California time, which is what, 6, 7 o'clock England time. But you how many hours are you away from me? Like 12 hours? 18 hours. I think you're 18 hours ahead of me. I'll figure it out. Bye, guys. I love you all. Thank you for sticking by my side, and thank you for understanding how I'm trying to let you guys know how I feel. Thank you for not being judgmental, you know? For real, for real. Thank you, Diane. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for not being judgmental and understanding how I feel and not saying, oh my God, Barbara's cold hearted. She just can't get past it. She petty. You guys haven't said that, you know, because that's not it. It's not about petty. It's about protecting one's mental state, you know? Bye, guys.